What's up everyone, it's your boy and it's Racing97 aka Nathan Stapleton, and we are back for the second straight day, and it is time for the Go Bowling at the Glen for race number 14 of season number 4 of the JBL Cup Series. 2 races to go until this chase begins. We are here for the second race of the Watkins Glen doubleheader, and we got the Pocono race next week, and then we will go chase racing for the season 4 Cup Series. And just like the first one, I am joined by Anderson Lee, and Anderson, based off of what we saw in the first Watkins Glen race, what do you think we might see here in the second one?
I also forgot what I said for that one. I know I said something about pit strategy and how it played out in the first race. Just take whatever I said at the end of that video and transfer over to what I would say now. No, I think we saw that early wreck. That's one of the things that we could look out for in this race. If there's no wreck, I think we'll see a lot more strategy. If there is a wreck, I think we're going to see a lot of what we saw last time with the top 5 kind of break away, use their own strategy. We saw kind of the late hitters, I guess you could say, benefit. So I wonder if some other teams might try to stretch it out and see if they can either defend people stretching it out or gain a couple positions if they're near the back.
Yeah, for sure, it's going to be interesting. We did see an early clash, and then that really changed everything. And should be 14-15 laps on fuel again, so very late in this 23-lap race. And the start's going to be wild, just like the first one, 2 and 3 wide at Watkins Glen. Most of the time, 3 wide does not work, and have to see what happens here in this one. And after the first Watkins Glen race, here is the point standings. Jordan Stout still has a 7-point lead over Richard King out in second. Dale Campbell is in third, 53 points back. Colin Quapley is in fourth, 62 points back. Scott Upton is in fifth, 86 points back. Ben Watson is in sixth, 89 points back. Justin Zidell is in seventh, 92 points back. Wyatt Walker is in eighth, 99 points back. Josh Manson is in ninth, 106 points back. And running out top 10 is Trey Smith, 113 points back. And then the two wild cards are Roger James, who won the first Watkins Glen race, and Alan Abel would be the two with the wild card spots as of now. And here's the race to the chase standings. Jordan Stout and Richard King, they've been very, very dominant this season. Just being consistent for the most part, not really dominant, but just being consistent. They all locked themselves in, but coming into this one. So we have 10 spots left. Hamill, Quapley, Upton, Watson, Zidell, Walker, Williamson, and Smith all in, but it's very, very tight. Hamill and Quapley could lock themselves into the chase if they get a good enough one here today before Pocono, but everyone else is very, very close. Elijah Gordon only 6 points out. Same with Logan. Same with Roger James, and it's just very, very tight. And we just have to wait and see what happens here at Watkins Glen for the second race of the Watkins Glen double header. And with that being said, we are going to get these draws rolling off for the Go Bowling at the Glen and the second race of the Watkins Glen double header. It will be Richard Kinghart, who's already locked into the chase, and alongside him is Joe Watkowski, and you will see the rest of the starting grid on the side of the screen. Second road course race of the season, second road course race at the Watkins Glen doubleheader. If it's anything like the first one, we could be in for a crazy start. Okay, start onto pit road, 23 laps, and it will be Kinghart and Watkowski. 2 races left until we start the chase. And we are green for the Go Bowling at the Glen.
Kinghart's going to be out to a great lead, leaving the S's going towards the bus stop here. He's got maybe a 4 or 5 car breakaway from that 4 car of Brandon Beal.
A fantastic jump from Kinghart in a much more calm start than what we saw in the first one. And
Yes.
Nathan Orman's going to be the first one to make some moves trying to get past his teammate Eli Bright. And it's good to see a normal start after what we saw at the start of the first one, but it is Beal and Watkowski 1, 2, 3, and for Beal and Watkowski, Beal is from New York. I bet he would love to win this race, and then Watkowski is from Pennsylvania. So we got two people, second and third, that are very, very close to this racetrack.
PA represent next week at Pocono. I want to see what some of these PA guys can do. There's a couple of them in the field.
Oh yeah, for
Right
sure.
now, though, it's the New York driver that's going to try to take the lead here if he can catch up on Kinghart.
Watkowski sitting back there in the number 8 and third, and Beal with a great one-off races, and here he goes, side by side. This didn't really work that well in the first one, though it worked in the second Watkins Glen Race, side by side. It's not gonna work at the moment, but Beal's gonna try to fight back in the bus stop. Well, not in the bus stop, in the carousel, and it's not gonna work.
Let's say he didn't lose that much ground trying it. He almost had him had it not been for the eggs to the bus stop. But it'll be interesting. You kind of got to throw it in there a little bit harder and hope that it sticks. And maybe even pray a little bit down in there. But we'll see if anyone else tries it.
If Beal can get a good turn 7, that's gonna be the best move to make it. Is to get a good turn 7, get the graph, and maybe try to do dive bomb in turn 1. That's the move that we saw a lot in that first Watkins Glen race, and have to see if anyone tries it. King all the way locked in, and oh, we have skid marks right in the right off turn number 1. Don't really know what exactly happened. Maybe the number 12 of Jordan Edwards might have been the cause of it. But back out front, it's all King so far.
Yeah, and Beal that time not going to try to make a move. He wasn't quite close enough as we're just about single file out throughout the field now. As you said, a lot calmer start. I wasn't going to jump on it as quick by saying that because lap 2 or lap 3 you might have an issue, but I think that they've got just about everything sorted out.
Oh, Beal went way wide in turn number 6 now. Watkowski's gonna be on this outside here. See if how this works out.
We're still going to be side by side. It's going to be a drag race down here into turn 1. Maybe we'll see some more skid marks.
Side by side for second, Watkowski trying to make the pass on the outside of Beal. He goes right on the curve, and this is what Keynote wants to see. For these guys battling, Beal's gonna take it, and I think Watkowski just let Beal go right there.
And behind me, you have the Hendrick teammates battling back there too, so they're fighting a little bit here early on in this race, but I think a lot of the fighting will come after the pit stop because you don't want to use up those tires as early.
Oh yeah, for sure. About 14, 15 laps on tires and fuel, and have to see if when these guys really decide to push it. Oh my goodness, that was kind of close between the 42 and the 19. But so far, a clean start, other than what happened to the 12 that you guys will see in the front of the screen. And King Hunt always locked in, and he's been the main competitor for Jordan Stout this season. Almost gets into the turn 7 wall right there. And Stout not really looking too good. It's only a 7-point difference between Stout and King Hunt for the regular season championship. And Stout is up front, and I believe 11th. So right now, King Hunt will take the point lead going into Pocono. And Woman, the place bout.
Yeah, as Joe's dropping back a little bit here, and it looks like that 48 car might get by him on the X's to the S's, but maybe it'll be a little bit of a fight going to the bus stop. Looks like they're going to try to fight going to the bus stop here. Don't know how well that'll work.
And it's not going to work out. White's going to settle in right behind Watkowski, and out Woman, he might have a fast number 24 car and trying to chase down the top 2 forwards. And Kino doing a pretty good job in this number 78 machine, but Beal gets a good one off turn 6 until you have anything for turn 7. No, Keno got a great exit, and Keno still gonna be out front. Might have to watch out for Ormond here. He's starting to make some ground up on these top two. Keno out front. Beal in second, Ormond in third, Witkowski in fourth, Eli Blight in fifth, Abel in sixth, Stephen Collin in seventh, Travis Crampton in eighth, F. Marco in ninth, and at the point here, Jordan Stout inside the top 10. Now Eli Blight gonna try and make a move on Witkowski, but it's not gonna get there in time. And I think these guys are just settling in, realizing it's only lap 6 of 23. Still got 10 laps or so until pit stops. Let's just be calm and be patient at the time being. And definitely a different start of what we saw in the first one, but Keno maintain control.
Yeah, now they're becoming a little bit more spaced out here as Gil might try to get him. I don't know if he will here by next time we come through, but I'm not sure how much he's gaining a lap. I haven't really been paying attention to that.
Not much for the most part. It looks like they're kind of even for the most part. Beal was catching on a short one, but I think might have a long one caught as we were halfway through the one. But Beal got a really good one through the S's. Beal was really good through the S's, but then by the time he gets to the bus stop, he can't really make a move for the most part, and that's where it hurts Beal. All the back of King Hart, and Beal maintain this gap and maybe make something work off of that. So gonna want a lane higher than King Hart through the carousel, and that might work out for him here.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it there in time, but it was a good effort. He almost got it.
Back up the corner. And Beal with a good turn 7. You might have something for King Hart here, and here comes Beal to the inside of Richard King Hart.
He's got to throw it on in here too.
He just backed off.
Not quite gonna do it.
Beal got to the inside of King Hart, but I don't know if there's some forward teamwork right there or what, but Beal could have taken the lead and chose not to, and chose to let off the gas. And Witkowski's gonna take the third spot away from Ormond again. And that, I question Beal, because that could have been the move for the win, knowing of what we saw in the first one, in the first Watkins Glen Race, and Beal chose not to take it. But so far, so good for the most part. Here in the Gold Bowling at the Glen, the second Watkins Glen Race of the doubleheader. Looks like nothing that's really happened other than Jordan Edwards in the number 12. And again, Keno got a bad turn 7. I think Keno is getting a little bit tight or loose or something in that turn 7. And here comes Ormond back on the inside of Joe Witkowski.
Yeah, as they're all fighting back there, Hendrick versus RCR and a couple of Joe Gibbs cars, but Beal looks like he might have a run here down the straightaway, but I don't think he's going to do anything with it.
Yeah, this must be some kind of forward tactic. Forward has been very dominant this season, and I guess they just want to stay 1-2 and then fight amongst themselves after pit stops. I'll be able to see about 5-6 laps, but Beal, he is not in a position where Keno is. Keno is all the way locked into the chase. Beal is not. Beal's still trying to fight for a chase spot here, and if he can get this win, that will really help his chances going into Pocono next week. And oh, something happened because the skid us down the front stretch. Don't really know what happened, but the skid marks and some something happened to someone. And 6 laps away from pit stops roughly, Peanut from the pole, dominating you at the Glen.
Yeah, there's a little bit of fighting back there, but nothing real crazy yet.
Definitely much calmer one here at the Glen, but I don't know if it will get wild or not, because we've seen it in the first one, but it was wild in the first lap or two, and so far it's been pretty calm. 10 laps in, and there's still Peanut, Beal, Ullman, Watkowski, White, Abel, Colin, Clampton, Marco, and Stout the top 10. Beal good turn 7 once again. I feel like Beal is faster than Peanut now, but I feel like he's just not wanting to pass him. And this number 4 Ford Mustang. And is that a part-time driver I see? Yeah, it is. Number 27 of 20 screen up here, just outside the top 10 now. Looks like about 15th, so good one for the number 27 machine. And I think pit stops might determine of who wins this race. 5 laps away from pit stops, 4 maybe 5 laps away. And have to see of what happens during pit stops and if it ends up being undercut with the overcut that gets the win. But with these guys being a lot closer than what they are in the first one, pit stops might be even more important here in the second one. You know, not really a good turn number 7. And here comes Watkowski to the inside of Nathan and Woman for third. These two keep on going back and forth for this spot. And Watkowski's gonna get it. Oh man, that was close between Eli White and Nathan and Woman. 200 most teammates all make contact in the S's, and now what is Beal gonna do? Now Beal's gonna try to make this work again.
So I don't think he's gonna have quite enough to get him there. He needs just a little bit more, and now he's gonna give up second. Now he's gonna have to fight for that, and Beal looks like he's gonna retain. Maybe not. No. Towski gets the run out of the corner, and they're still side by side. Here's the end of the. What's that? Turns 8. I don't know how many turns are at Watkins Glen. I can't do math.
Beal and Watkowski side by side, and oh, the main contact. And this is what Kingdom wants. He wants these guys to keep on battling for a second, and Beal, I think, finally messed up, and someone is on pit road, and that would be the 17th of Logan Williams.
We've got about half a track. They're still side by side fighting up there.
Late here, before pit stops, halfway through, it is getting intense inside the top 10 now. As I think the 44 has damage, so I think something might happen to him. And now we have to see what Logan Williams is going to do, because he pitted earlier than everyone else. He's good on fuel from here, but trying some kind of strategy. He's going to be on fresh tires, but he's going to be racing the leaders with fresh tires. But I don't know how this is going to go. And because of that, Watkowski and Beal battling, now Peanut has a pretty good sized lead here in this one.
Yeah, and in order for that strategy to work back there, he's going to need to pass someone soon, or else he's going to get held up and not gain any time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because if Logan Williams just stays behind these guys, once everyone pits the next lap or two, he's just going to get stuck behind them and going to lose time. And that's very important with it being such a long track, 2.5 miles or something like that. Oh, don't turn Nathan. Don't turn Ormond.
I think this is 1.99 or 1.98.
Something like that, I believe. And this is not of what Local Millions wants, because now Abel's gonna try to pass him, and not gonna make it look.
Beal is pulled away now from the rest of the field, so is Kinghart up there in first, but he had already done so.
I'm still confident in the fact that Beal has a pretty good car. He just chose to sit behind the number 78, and 78 is gonna pit here.
Yeah, I mean, now it'll be interesting to see where he comes out, as it looks like no one else is going to join him.
No one else is gonna pit on that number 14.
I wonder if that's strategy or if he has an issue.
Literally no one else is coming out on that number 14.
Or they're all going to run out of gas, or
They're gonna somehow make it.
we're gonna pit this next lap, or we're screwed. It's pretty much.
It should be 14 to 15 laps on fuel. Maybe 16 if they were able to save enough, but trying to do the undercut, and everyone else just decided to stay on another lap. Beal's gonna get a bonus point. And now, I don't know
Maybe.
I don't know how.
Did. I was trying to figure out if he crossed the line
Oh yeah,
before, but he did, yeah.
Kane's all the way out. Let's see his. And then we're gonna pit this time by. Yep. Crampton's gonna stay out. Same between Screen, Justin Vidal, they have Hamill. But most of the field's gonna pit here on that number 15. And now for the 5-6 guys that are staying out another lap, can they make it on field? I don't even know if they got these guys can make it.
If they're drafting someone, they're able to.
Oh yeah, very true.
But right now, I wonder where Kinghart is on track, because that'll be interesting. Oh, I think he might. I don't know. It'll be hard to tell. Yeah, there are still cars entering pits, so he's definitely going to get by some of the field as he's coming around those final corners. And he should be coming down the straightaway right about now. Yep, there he is. As I say that, he enters the view. So it's going to be a drag race here. Beal's got to get down here a little bit, and he's going to. He's going to have the lead.
Beal is going to have the lead here.
He's going to have a big lead, too.
And the undercut not going to look out for Kino, as he's going to lose the lead once this all cycles out. And now here comes Clampton, Plant Screen, Zidell, Hamill, and the number 18. So these guys were able to pit, and it should cycle out as Beal has the race lead, but Kino is starting to get really aggressive behind the number 4.
Yeah, and I don't think he's very happy over losing that lead. So he's going to come up and about touch him.
All over the back front of the number 4. And Kino and Beal not happy. Kino peeking to the inside, letting Beal know that he is there.
Yeah, and he's gonna ride him all the way down the straightaway here. So now he peaks, but
side by side.
He's gonna clear him. He's gonna clear him before that corner, or not. Beal's gonna throw it in there.
Beal not gonna give it up, and oh wait a minute, Trans Green.
Wait a second.
Trans Green's gonna be the leader. With the overcut, pit on lap number 16, 14 for Kino, and 15 for Beal. Trans Green's actually gonna be the race leader.
Yeah, and Crampton's back there in fourth as he overtakes the Hendrick and RCR cars.
That is very interesting. And now, these guys have to catch up to Trans Green, and I think they definitely are.
Yeah, they got him.
Oh yeah,
They've already got him.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're gonna touch.
Whoa, Trans Green.
Proud Beal, and Beal's gonna get the run off the straightaway here.
Did Torrance Green take fuel only? He might have taken fuel only because he is really off pace.
Maybe he only took 2 tires, I don't know.
Torrance Green definitely off pace. Made put a look around him, and now we got right back to where we were. With 6 laps to go, in the go bowling at the Glen, Richard King and Brandon Beal, the best 2 cars all day long, battling out here at Watkins Glen. And I don't know. Beal, that was his chance. He had to hold off Kino and he couldn't, and now I don't know if he can get past Kino.
Yeah, it's going to take some work here. He's now back behind him. At least he doesn't have anyone breathing down his neck like he did the first time he tried overtaking him a couple of times. But
Yeah, Beal.
I don't know if he has the time to make multiple attempts. It might just have to be 1 attempt he makes here in a couple of laps, and if he doesn't get it, he's got to settle for second.
He has still that Kino makes a lot of mistakes, kind of like he did in turn number 7 right there. 5 laps ago, Kino went wide in the last turn. Now Beal's all over the back bumper of the number 78. And Abel, no, that's not Abel, with Travis Crampton and Joe Rakowski battling for that 4th spot back there. And Beal still has a shot. And Bright and Rakowski, these 2 have been around each other always along. And now Rakowski gonna go to the inside of Travis Crampton. And gonna think better of it. Coming to 4 laps to go, Kino has been dominant all day long. And this is what he needed. He needed a good one to pass Jordan Stout before Pocono. Jordan Stout is in 12th. So, and Kino started on the pole, that's a bonus point. He led a lap, that's a bonus point. He's probably only the most laps, and if he can win, I think he was 7 points behind Kino. Kino was 7 points behind Stout. Depending on what happens, he could almost be 7 points ahead of Stout going into the regular season finale at Pocono. Oh, Beal! A late move, side by side of that.
He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him out of the S's here.
We haven't seen that all day long in both races. We've not seen that all weekend long here at Watkins Glen. And Beal, if a pass through the S's, is gonna take the race leeway.
Yeah, he's gonna run away from him too and make a little gap here.
But they tick off Rich Green because he did make a little bit of contact in the S's. And I don't know if that was intentional or not, but Kino, I don't know, he might not be happy about that for Beal.
It might be a little bit of payback from when Kinghart tried running Beal off the track there in the last couple of corners.
Yeah, true. Kino and Beal being very aggressive for this race, spit to 3 laps to go. Oh! Eli Bright just got turned down.
Oh, that's in front of the field.
Watch out. Eli Bright, I think, just got turned by Nathan Woman. Well, I'm not entirely sure. But Eli Bright. Bright's great top 5 run is going to end, and now he has to drive the entire racetrack back to pit road. And oh boy, side by side in the bus stop, here comes Kino.
It looks like he's gonna get Beal here, or not. No.
These guys.
Beal might lead multiple laps here. I don't want to speak too soon, but Beal could put a little bit of a streak together with leading.
These guys are destroying into these corners. They really want to win here at Watkins Glen. Kino, he threw it into the bus stop right there, and I knew it probably wasn't gonna work, but Kino, I believe, has the fast car here, and he doesn't have the fast lap, but he constantly has the fast car always long. 2 laps to go. You have Watkins Glen, and this thing is not over. If Beal makes a mistake, Kino is all over him.
Yeah, I think Beal might have a little bit of extra motivation here in front of the home crowd. is it looks like he's definitely better through the S's. The
Oh
bus
yeah.
stop is going to be King Heart, and then the final corners are King Heart. So it's going to be interesting here coming to the final lap, as we're about half a lap away. We're about 3 miles away from the end of this one, and I really don't know who's going to cross the line first.
We have to wait and see. There was some skid marks and S's, so apparently stuff is going down all over the racetrack. We will take a look at everything that happened after. And oh yeah. Oh no, Eli Blind might be in the way here.
Oh, Bright is limping around the track. Oh, he's going to need to get out of the way. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way!
Oh my god. And that might just helped Beal, because now King went wide. White flag for bringing Beal at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, and oh how the turntables have turned here as Beal is pulling away from King Heart.
That might have been what
He's
Beal
still
wanted.
pulling away. He's still pulling away. He's gone. It's got to be Beal. I might jinx him, but it's there's a lot more skid marks.
Oh yeah, stuff really went down in the S's. Gonna have to take a look at everything that happened in this one. And Beal, he was drawn always long in the S's, and once like Blight got in the way, that held up King Hart. And Beal only has 2 more turns left to get his first career JBL Cup Series win at his home racetrack.
Yeah, and it's like a great race to get it at. Great competition. They traded a little bit of paint. They kept it clean. Bright there maybe helped out Beal a little bit, but Brandon Beal is going to come around and win here at his home racetrack in Watkins Glen.
Brandon Beal with a classic duel between himself and King Hart. And that's not the first time that Beal had to duel someone to get a win. He lost out on a duel between himself and Aaron April at Texas, but this time around, Beal gets it done at Watkins Glen International. Before we take a look at the finishing results, let's see what happened with all the carnage here at Watkins Glen. Well, here we go. This was the first incident that happened here, and this was on lap number 2 in turn number 1, Noah Clifton and Ronald Kennington. In turn number 1, everything looks fine until the part-time driver of Kennington, I think, got a little bit antsy too early, turned the 45 of Noah Clifton. And this was at the worst spot on the racetrack because everyone was exiting the turn and they just didn't really have nowhere to go. The 17 of Logan Williams, the 12 of Jordan Edwards, maybe the 79 of AJ Crash, they just all piled in. Some drivers got past it, but some of them just got stuck behind the 44, 45, and the 17. And I thought I saw damage on the 44, and I did, and that was the reason why I think Logan Williams pitted way sooner than everyone else, because he had damage from that turn 1 incident off turn number 1 on that number 2. So really unfortunate, but Ronald Kennedy just getting too aggressive on lap number 2.
And Ronald here really just pulls a clown move as he gets into Clifton going into turn 1, doesn't brake in time, and then on the exit he's right on him, just runs him over pretty much, and it blocks the racing line and everyone just gets involved. And a couple cars have to pit early out of that one, and a lot of cars are out of contention off of that one.
Yeah, that held up 10 of 15 cars, including the first Watkins Glen race when Roger James as well got held up, and unfortunate, but that was the first incident he had Watkins Glen. Well, here we go, another case of someone turning someone, and this time, just like Martinsville, we got team beef. Nathan Woman off turn number 7 after pit stops, barely clipped Eli Bright, and, well, you probably know what happens. Turns him off to the corner, and then the hard inside wall barely missed the bales. That could have been really bad. And then everyone else had to try to get by to stop the light bright in the middle of the racetrack. And luckily everyone did, but Justin Liddell was the closest one, almost hitting his teammate. Monaco, Abel, Stout, and others all had to get around him. And thankfully for Eli Boy, he was having a fantastic one inside the top 5, and it all got ended by his teammate off turn number 7.
So Zidell, Watson, Ormond, and Bright all get very close to wrecking here. Bright's the one that actually does end up getting turned just feet from the barrels, which could end bad. Slidell barely makes it by there. Then you have a couple cars, and then Watson there barely makes it by just as Bright starts getting moving again. So Ormond almost took out the entirety of his own team. And I wonder what those comments are going to be towards him in the garage area and back at the shop come Monday morning.
Oh yeah, for sure. Not gonna be a happy camp for Eli Bright, especially when he was having a pretty good one, and unfortunate that he ended his day because of that. I don't know what has gone on in the JBL Cup Series, but we have seen more team beef than I've ever seen. First Martinsville, the front row, and now Hilo, Pendrick, and Straws, Wine, and that has turned Colin Quapley into Trey Smith in the number 51, and he went hard into the outside ball into the goal rail. And it was just a 1 or 2 call incident, but that was what ended up happening in the essence. For a little bit, we thought we were seeing things, but no, we were not. And unfortunately, more team beef and Trey Smith, a innocent bystander in all this.
Yeah, so here you just have Cropley get a little bit of a run, have to brake check a little bit for that Rick Ware car beneath him, and then Durante just gets into him, and then he's going to end up turning Smith. And you have a couple other cars almost hit him, including the other Stort-Haas car of Fitzwater down there. So there's almost a Stort-Haas wrecking party before, or I guess this would be after, the Hendrick wrecking party, where he's somewhere during this going around the track. But definitely an interesting day here at Watkins Glen, where Stort-Haas car wins and the rest of them try killing one another.
Definitely wild Watkins Glen, and stuff went down, and a lot of team beef happened as well. And let's get to the finishing results here in the gold bowling at the Glen. That being said, that is gonna no. And
No.
Brian
No.
Beal. No, I was about to wrap things up without even going through the starting grid with finishing results. And with that being said, Brian Beal gets the win over Richard King in an amazing duel. Here, Travis Crampton gets third, Joe Witkowski in fourth, Nathan Ullman in fifth, Rance Wayne in sixth, and Chronicle in seventh, Seidel in eighth, Abel in ninth, and Stephen Collin in 10th. Stout gets 11th. He is probably going to lose point lead, and it's going to be a 4 or 5 point lead for Kino going into Pocono. And Nelson, Hamill, Watson, Walker, Upton, Durrani, Fitzy, Quapley, and Troy Goss at the top 20. And then going through the rest of the field, Boy only called that DNF in this one, and because of that impact on the front stretch, he blew a radio apparently. So, unfortunate for Eli Blight after having a top 5 1. Lance, you were up in the booth for both Watkins Glen races. What's the final thoughts here of this Watkins Glen doubleheader?
Well, first and foremost, congratulations today to Beal on his first win. Some, I'll say, interesting, racing between teammates today. I guess that's a good way to start this summary off, but no, it was, a lot like I thought would happen with some of the late pit stops, making some moves such as Terrence Green, who, I mean, did make progress off of that. I think the only one that didn't make progress was that 17 car, which we already knew had damage, and he pit a little bit early before anyone else. I'm surprised King Hart was still second, and at some points first after he pit before anybody else, or at least the undamaged cars. But I'm happy that Bright didn't get in the way and interfere with anything. Honestly, I thought we were gonna see right getting sent through a guardrail when Beal was going through those final couple of corners, like two or three to go. But I thought it was a great weekend here at Watkins Glen. I can't wait to see what the PA guys can do it. Pocono, my home track.
Yeah, for sure. Continuing the northeast swing to end the regular season, and Watch James with the win yesterday, and I'm going to be here today. Pair of rookies sweep Watkins Glen, and it's going to be very interesting what happens next time out at Pocono 2 days before Christmas on December 23rd, and we are about to see who gets some presents and making it into the chase, and who gets coal and will not have a championship for the rest, will have a shot at the rest of the season at a championship. Huge thanks to Anthony for joining me up in the booth for both home races, and then huge thanks to Alexander Graham for joining us yesterday. And until Pocono next time out for the regular season finale, congratulations to Graham Beal, and we will see you guys next time at Pocono for the regular season finale. Bye!